see you guys in the dark.
Let me just say I was young and dumb when I met him. I am 18 years old. I met him when I was 16. I was never in a relationship before him. I was a bigger girl and just had an extremely hard time getting guys to like me. But I met him on Snapchat. I didn't realize it then, but he had love bombed the hell out of me. I was so lost in the feeling of being wanted that I ignored the extreme red flag. After only a week of talking, he convinced me to meet him at his house to hook up. He lived almost an hour away from me, and I was a new driver. Anyways, how we met is not the point. He showed extreme signs of being a narcissist, and even admitted to me that he believes himself to be a sociopath. But I never let the red flags keep me from leaving him. He was possessive over me, and manipulated me into believing he was the only one there for me. Made me cut off my friends and even made me distance myself from my family. He cheated on me so many times. I caught him 3 times. He admitted to me that out of the 18 months we were together, he was faithful for 3, which is bullshit. He cheated on me the entire time. I had evidence of which, but in the end he kept lying to save his own ass. I have extreme abandonment issues due to my father. My abandonment issues aren't only about me. I have a deep fear of abandoning people who need someone. I thought he needed me. He was going into the Marines. His ship date was late, June of 2024. A few days before he shipped off, I proposed to him. I know. I'm fucking stupid. Don't get me started on how much I hate myself in this situation. But if you have ever been emotionally and psychologically abused, you can understand that you simply cannot think about yourself and your safety. You think about what is best for your abuser so that they are happy, so that they don't have a reason to abuse you. We made it through boot camp. We sent letters all 13 weeks. It felt so magical to know someone loved me enough to stay true to our relationship through something difficult as long-distance military relationship. I loved him so much. I saved money to drive down to California to see him graduate. It was amazing and what I thought were the best days of my life. He was still quiet and reserved. He always was. I never saw a problem with it because he was his true self when he was with me. When he came home from California, he lived with me. He had a bad relationship with his parents and made me believe he had nowhere else to go. This was my mistake because once he moved in, I was truly trapped. He did raw late August, late October. He shipped back off to California for his schooling, and so started our long distance again. One morning in March of this year, I woke up and checked my phone. If you have ever been cheated on and stayed, you just become paranoid. He had 2 Instagram accounts, one of which he blocked me on. I created another Instagram account just so I can watch his followers and his posts. He started following more and more women. On that day, he had posted on his main account a story that was hidden from me. He posted a joke about cheating on your dumb girlfriend. You don't joke about shit you have done. So again, I sent him a message explaining just how funny it was and how he knows how much that traumatized me. Afterwards I was done. I messaged girls he followed on his other account and learned he was on dating apps. After that, it was the end of us. There was 3 days of us communicating. On April 2nd, I took his belongings to his parents' house and blocked him. Told him to never contact me again. Everything was silent for a few weeks. I was healing. This man abused me for almost 2 years. He made me believe so many nasty things about myself and my family. I would go into more details, but at this point, this shit is a novel. One night, late April, I got a text on my phone. Package arrived. I was confused and responded with a question mark. The number told me there was something on my porch. When I opened my door, there was a notebook sitting there. Mind you, it was 11 p.m. at night. So I'm freaked TF out. Front to back, this notebook was filled with letters from my ex. I refused to read it. He had gotten out of the Marines on less rice, and not there other than honorable discharge. And he moved to the city next to mine. He hated my town and how desolate it was. He moved 20 minutes away from me, just so he could be close. He could have moved anywhere, but he moved to a town he hated, just to he close to me. Also, he doesn't have a car, so he rode his bike 13 miles just to drop this on my porch. I gave the notebook to my parents and messaged the number back to never contact me again and to never come near my house, or else I would be calling the authorities. I blocked the number. That night, I slept in my parents' bedroom. I cried so much. At 1:30 a.m. I got another message on my phone from a different number than before saying, "Can you honestly tell me you've enjoyed this past month?" It took the psycho 3 hours to have a new number and start texting me again. I sent a very long, nasty message describing just how great my life was without him, and again told him to not contact me. I had to change my number, my garage code, and my front door code. A few weeks later, I got 3 letters in the mail from him, all very possessive and nasty. One was a suicide note. On the for solely and to your world. I'll wait in order to. One was a suicide note, describing exactly how and why he killed himself. I called the city's dispatch and sent a wellness check. He was alive. He told the officer that he was just upset. I had done a lot to try to get him into some sort of mental care. He refused time and time again. I told the officer to tell him directly that if he contacted me again in any way, that I'd be filing for a stalking and harassment report. Lo and behold, a week or so later, I get a message on Facebook from a very, very fake account. All of its posts and information were clear indicators that it was him. Unfortunately, I had to read that notebook he left on my porch, and holy fucking shit when I say he is crazy. He is fucking crazy. In the notebook, he admitted to lying to me about attempting suicide, lied to me about being hospitalized, and lied to me about going into psych. He said it was better for me to believe us breaking up made him suicidal. He also admitted to a lot of illegal activity, and that he cheated on every single girl he was with. The whole notebook traumatized me even more. I went to the police station and filed a report. 2 days after I filed the report, I got more letters in the mail from him. One admitted to him watching me from a hill outside my house, and the other was him trying to return our engagement rings that I left with his belongings. He told me that it was smart to change my phone number, but that I could not change my address, so he would keep sending me letters until he won me over again. The last 2 letters were sent from a different state. That means he moved away. I am very happy that I don't have to worry about my physical safety anymore, but every week I get more and more letters. He's obsessed with me, and I simply don't understand why. He cheated because some messed up part of his brain wasn't satisfied with me, and now that he's without me, he's literally going crazy. I never want to see that man again. I am terrified of him. I still look over my shoulder thinking he will be there even though he moved. Every time I get a call or text from a random number, I think it's him and panic. Even though I changed my phone number, I have nightmares of him. He mentally screwed me up so bad, and I can only realize that now that he's gone. I hope he stops sending me letters, or that he goes to jail. This will happen to another girl if he is not punished. I want justice for myself, but I also want to protect that future girl. I truly fucking hate him, and wish the worst for him. I have had a similar experience with a guy I dated for like just 2 weeks. So there was a senior from my high school, and I never knew him until I graduated. But we met on Insta and talked and eventually become good friends. But I was dating someone, but he still proposed to me. And I obviously rejected him and slowly stopped talking to him, as it would be unfair to my BF out. But after a year we broke up, and it's like he was keeping an eye on me something. He slowly came back into my life, casually sending me friend requests on Snap and Insta. And then we started talking again. And we went on 2 dates, and he seemed perfect, paying attention to everything and even bringing me a lotus, my favorite flower, which is really hard to find where I live, and he was great, but I really missed my eggs. So I broke up with him within 2 weeks so that I can move on from him. He even threatened to talk to my parents, and I blocked him from everywhere, but he still sometimes calls from unknown numbers and try to threaten me, saying I did him wrong, which is also why I have stopped picking unknown calls altogether. What's more psychotic is, he kept saying how he has waited for me for 1 year, and he wanted to marry me. while I didn't even knew anything besides his name. He even said that last year he baked a cake on my birthday because he loved me from the moment he saw my Insta story. I have tried filing a cybercrime against him, and I am not sure what else I can do.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and hit the bell for notifications on future videos, and become a stalker of the night. And I'll see you next time.